Well, good morning. Welcome to the Soul Walk for May 2nd, I guess it is. And that coffee's on. Let's have a chat. As you may have noticed, and that I changed the thumbnail on my channel, and it's just the sign that's at the end of my driveway to just say no. And it's to say no to what goes against your values, your principles, and your morals. And as things progress, I think that's going to be more relevant than what you imagine. And in the description, I added a description of the channel. I added a line there to it's time to resist or cease to exist. And by resist, I don't mean violently or any way like that, but to resist the system to the best of your ability, to start to separate yourself from this system. We are indoctrinated into it and integrated into it in so many ways, but I think as the next few months progress, that you will want to start to separate yourself as much as you possibly can from the system. It's different for every one of us, I know, but it's time to start to stand on your own feet, start to take responsibility for yourself, realize that you are the one you've been waiting for. You are your own savior. I've been kind of waffling on doing this video, and not just because I'm not really sure how to say what I'm thinking. But this isn't a political channel, and it never will be. But politics affects each and every one of us, and because that's the way the system has been created and implemented, and that we've acquiesced to over the centuries, and that so it'll be quite a process to wean ourselves off that system. But I truly feel it's high time that we start to put a little bit of intention behind our efforts to become who and what we really are, and to, like I said before many times, take responsibility for ourselves and quit looking for handouts and somebody to look after us and somebody to fix the system, because this system is designed and has been implemented to keep you down and keep you dumb, and stupid. And yeah, I guess that's about the best way to say it. It's been designed to keep us just ignorant of what we really are, and of how this system is really functioning. So, what kind of triggered that was our election, and like I've said before, didn't matter which party got in, we're heading the same destination. It's just that one was going to be a little slower and a little prettier maybe, and one was a little more direct route. And from my viewpoint, in my opinion, our my Canadian brothers and sisters have decided they want to take the freeway to disaster. And as this all progresses, and I think it's going to move fairly quickly, you're going to start to see more and more oppression, more and more censorship, more and more controls, and the elitists, globalists, and you can say what you want and believe however you want, but all you got to do is pay attention to what they say, what Mr. Carney wrote in his book, what he says now, and how he responds to people, and that he has no intention of making it better for you or I, and it's just to promote the agenda that he's been promoting for the last few decades, and that just, I think it's, like I've said in other videos, it's time to get healthy and time to get serious, mind, body, and spirit. Don't take for granted that this is going to all get better, and if it does, I'll be the first one to say, God, I'm glad I was wrong. But I don't think at this moment in time anyway that I am. In the way that I see things going, it's if you haven't got a little bit of self-sufficiency, at least, it's going to be really tough to survive. And that there's going to be a lot of what they're calling disclosures, but a lot of strange things coming out about the way things have been run and the way things that have been kept from you, and the things you've been lied to about, because everything you've been told is a lie, and that. So take the time, like I've said, get up in the morning, be thankful, be grateful, and that. Take a bit of quiet time, whether you call it prayer, meditation, whatever you want to call it. Just take some quiet time. Shut your mind down and just listen to your spirit. The universe will talk to you. God, creator, creation, whatever you want to call it. And that's, you make up your mind on that. But it is, from my viewpoint, spiritual warfare. You can call it good versus evil, or dark versus light, or however you want to categorize it. But there is a low frequency, low vibration force of some kind that is trying to keep you down and keep you in fear, keep you in anxiety, keep you in those lower vibrations, those lower frequencies, and to blind you from your true consciousness. It's time to start to become aware of your consciousness, start to become aware of who you are, what you are. You are a mighty being, a human being, and it's time you start to, we start, not just you, but all of us, start to take back control, take back our power. And like I said, it's time to resist or cease to exist as humanity. You know, we gotta start to resist the, and like I said, this isn't calling for any kind of violence. This is calling for you to resist the temptation to accept the safe and convenient path that they're putting in front of you, and telling you that they have all the answers. Remember, all these experts and all these people that know everything, they go to school to learn more and more about less and less until they know everything about nothing. You know, they tell us about we talk about the CO2, the global climate disasters and that. If these fucking idiots would just keep their fucking hands out of it, Mother Earth can look after herself. And if we, you know, there isn't one of us, I don't think, that want anything but to make this earth a better spot. And that, but spraying our skies and throwing friggin' windmills up and solar panels all over our grounds and digging up all these rare earths and all that isn't going to make this earth any better. Just keep our fucking hands out of it, and Mother Earth can look after herself. She can heal. She heals us if we pay attention. There's all kinds of stuff out there. But anyway, yeah. So, like I said, I hope that makes a little sense. The channel's gonna, I think it's time to be a little more direct than what I've been maybe on what I have to say. But like I said, it's time to just say no. Say no to what goes against your values, your principles, your morals. And time to resist to the system as much as you possibly can. Like I said, we've been integrated into it, and it's part of how we function right now. But it's time to make it a little less, maybe. Just do what you can. Start to become prepared. We've seen what happened in Spain and Portugal and parts of France where they've had the huge power outages and stores were closed and this was closed and you couldn't go on your electric car and you couldn't go on your electric trains and people were stranded all over the place. Well, yeah, stay tuned. That's coming to a channel near you. It really is. I can't see where it's not, the way that these idiots are pushing and that. So start to prepare. Get yourself, you know, some supplies. You know, there's lots of people telling you got to do this and you got to do that, but do what you can. You know, you go get your groceries, buy an extra couple of cans of whatever you're getting or whatever, like, or start planting gardens and all that kind of stuff. But keep yourself some water ahead, and you know, if you have generators or whatever, a bit of gas ahead, for your vehicles, whatever. You know, you figure that out. Nobody can tell you how you have to prepare, but my advice and my thoughts is that it's really, really time to take responsibility for yourself, to start to become a little more self-sufficient, and take back your autonomy. You're a mighty being, and like I said, you're the one you've been waiting for. So become that one. It's your choice. Reach out, give your loved ones a hug, tell them they're loved. There's nothing more important. There's nothing that's going to change anything, you know, if there's no love and that. So yeah, Give them a hug. Give them a hug. Tell them they're loved. Look in the mirror. Tell yourself you got this. Know you're loved. We love you. Do your best. Be the best you can be. And do what you can with what you have where you're at. Like I said, we love you. We appreciate you. And I be back and talk to you again. Have a great day. Be blessed. Bye-bye.